The streets can never get settled out. Just when you think, oh, peace is about to come, then comes war. Yes, there's a war brewing on the street right now between Jamaican YouTuber and Kenyan YouTubers, MWANGO and MARWA. For those that don't know, MWANGO and MARWA, they are siblings, elder brother and younger sister. And MARWA actually introduced MWANGO to doing YouTube and everything she knows about YouTube right now. So we're talking about everything that is going on right now because it's pretty hot and deep and long. So if you want to listen, kindly sit back, relax, and let's just jump right into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Princess Spanigo and I'm a Nigerian reactor, Nigerian analyzer, Nigerian YouTuber based right here in Lagos. And today we're talking to people I stated earlier. I'll put their pictures here for you to see in case you don't know them. So let's just jump into it. TV. So guys, a Jamaican YouTuber has come out to accuse MWANGO and MARWA of duping him of the sum of $6,000. But let me break it down so you guys will understand properly. But before we jump further into this video, I don't want anybody to start bashing either parties yet. I reached out to the Jamaican guy to find out certain information from him, and I'm also going to be reaching out to MWANGO, and that's why I say it always on this channel that we don't have lovers, we don't have a fave, and we don't have enemy. Yes, I don't have who I love more than the other person. I come, I say it as it is, and I go. So this Jamaican YouTuber, according to him, he came from Jamaican to Ghana. He landed in Ghana, so he was settled in Ghana. Not settled in per se because he was still touring African countries, but he landed in Ghana and he felt like he didn't want to be in Ghana per se. So he connected with MWANGO, who is a YouTuber, probably he watches out something. He connected with MWANGO and MWANGO came to Ghana to see him, and she stayed there for 2 weeks and he took care of her, made her very comfortable for the duration of time while she was there. And while she was there, he spoke to MWANGO and told her, I am interested in an Airbnb business, like I'm interested in doing this kind of business and whatnot. So MWANGO said, okay, cool. So they agreed, when you go back, I'm going to send you money and you're going to get started with the project. So MWANGO goes back to Kenya, and this guy said he sent the first money, which was the rent is 45,000 Kenyan money. I don't know how they say it in Kenya. So he said the first set of money, and he sent the second set of money, and then he later went there. When he went there, at a point, he even mentioned African tigress in it, that he even met African tigress. African tigress, also he also met her at the point in the place. So while they were there, they started putting the place together that he was the one who spent money in putting everything in the apartment together, the rent and everything. That was what he said. And if you guys will know that MWANGO on her channel has a video where she said, showing us her Airbnb that she has in Kenya, and it makes you wonder what is going on. If MWANGO already told us the Airbnb is hers, she never said she has a partner. But I mean, she doesn't necessarily have to say she has a partner if it is in writing that she has a partner. She could just front it as her own to make the business thrive. Because when people think it belongs to MWANGO, they trust her and they want to patronize the Airbnb. Anyways, going further, so the guy stated all that, and he said at the point, he had issues with MWANGO. They fell out, and MWANGO said, she wanted to travel the world, and she can't just sit down with the Airbnb business. He said he was gonna leave Kenya as at that time, and go to another country, or go back to Ghana or something, and that was where they separated. And when they're separated, MWANGO traveled, and he went his way. But before he went his way, he got a tenant to occupy the apartment. But before the tenant occupied the apartment, he said that there was a time when MWANGO's brother, MARWA, needed a place to stay, and he allowed MARWA stay in the place, and that it was MWANGO who used her money to get the beds and the curtain. So it wasn't like MWANGO did not put any money into it, but he brought out the majority of the money into the place. Right now he's coming out and he's doing videos and attacking, well, I wouldn't use the word attacking, but he's doing videos and saying that he needs his own share of the money, which he broke down that his own cut is 180,000 and he needs his own share of the money. Right now, when I saw the video, I watched like 3 videos that he made and addressed everything, and it got me wondering, what is going on here? How come about everything is stated? What happened? So I went and I reached out to him. and I asked him 2 questions. The first one I asked him was, are you intimate, or were you and MWANGO intimate or in a relationship when you spent this money? Because I wanted to know if it was the case of a scond lover, you know. So I went ahead and asked him if he was intimate with MWANGO and if he was going to give me the consent to come here and talk about this, because I'm going to be putting screenshots because he gave the permission. And he said yes, according to him, that they were intimate, but they were not in a relationship, because him and MWANGO, they wanted different things, because he wanted to settle down and, you know, start a life, but MWANGO was all about traveling. So I mean, like, you know, they were not in a relationship. It was business from the onset, but you guys know, you know, Ikwa entered into the business. So I asked him, how were you kicked out of the business? How then were you not involved in this business anymore? Because if you said you were the one that brought the tenant, and the tenant actually paid you the first part of the money, and then later MWANGO and her brother took over the place, how come about all of this? And according to what he said to me, which I might even be putting some of it here for you guys, he said that when MWANGO traveled, you know, she sent pictures of the people she was dating over there, a white guy, this and that, and that according to his words, I'm putting his words, that we know that MWANGO always shows the men that she is dating in her videos, but he never appeared in MWANGO's video because he was not dating MWANGO. He was just like, you know, one of those things. Yeah, so they were not dating per se, so he never appeared in any of her videos. But in his words, that when MWANGO traveled, he started seeing a girl that was in sort of their circle that MWANGO also knew. So he started seeing that girl. That was what aggravated MWANGO. And MWANGO said that he's never going to get a penny or have access to the house. And MWANGO told the property agent, the agent that was in charge of managing the property, not to allow him come into the property anymore. And that was how he no longer had access. And then MWANGO traveled and gave access to the property to MARWA, and that was how MARWA started managing the property. And they've been managing the property for 1 year now, and what they owe him is 180,000, you know, Kenyan money. And this whole thing is just a mess and a mix-up, you know. But I am going to be reaching out to MWANGO to hear what MWANGO has to say. But in all of this that you have heard, you know, what do you think? Do you think it is true? Do you know know MWANGO and MARWA enough? Do you know if they are credible people? Would they stoop so low to do this? According to him, he was duped, but if you look at it, it wasn't like he was duped. He brought out his money for business, and he's saying that she is acting like a scond lover, because he said they were not dating, so we'll call them lovers, yeah? And, you know, she's not happy that he's seeing a certain lady. But I'm thinking, why didn't you guys put this in agreement? What sort of trust would you have for someone that would not make you put this in agreement? That is the things we are saying. No matter what, whatever business you're going to embark with anybody, there should be a written agreement in your name and in, you know, the other person's name, agreeing together. Right now, you're saying they pushed you out of the business, and, you know, they're not allowing you have anything to do, you know, with the business, and for over a year right now, and this is the best time you're coming out. I don't want to blast him, but I have a question for you also. Why are you just coming out with it after a whole year? Were you waiting for them to reach out to you and give you the money? You wanted to see if they would reach out to you and give you the money. He narrated so much on his channel that I'm not going to even go into breaking it down, showing us the money he sent from Ghana to MWANGO. And if you check it out, this is such a messy issue, and it's going to make these people look like they are troublesome, really. Yes, a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh, why this family always, oh, they had issue with this person, and right now this person. And, you know, even said that African Tigers is in the mix. MWANGO's younger brother, Davy, is in the mix, that they know him. You know, they spoke on the phone over time. But he still said it's not a relationship. So if it's not a relationship, if it was just a fling that he had, why would MWANGO be angry that he started seeing someone? Because that was what he said. I'm going to be putting it here, that it's not a relationship. It was business from the onset, but something happened between them. So is this the case of actually a scond lover or not? Guys, no conclusion yet. I don't want to see anybody being bashed in the comment section yet. I don't want anybody being called a crook yet. Let me talk to MWANGO and let's see what she'll be willing to reveal to us. If she will be willing to come out with information that might, you know, break the camel's back, or she wouldn't. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section with what you've heard. Do you think the story correlates? How was he pushed out, you know, from the property, and he didn't sign an agreement and went into a business venture with someone? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll definitely see you in another video. Bye for now.